Hi guys, so today I am bringing to you a tag video, which I haven't done in a long time. I've been tagged in a lot of videos. I am very behind on my tag videos. If you guys have been following my Instagram, you will have seen that I got a lovely notice that they are tearing down my apartment building and I had to move within 60 days, even though my lease was through October. And they just let my next door neighbor renew her lease like 4 weeks ago now. Yeah, so to say I was not amused is an understatement. And then half that time I'm actually going to be in Zurich and London. So it has been a little crazy here. I still am running around. If you guys could see around me, it's just like a field of boxes. But I thought I'd sit down and do some tag videos. So here is the tag that was created by, I wanna make sure it's right, Flow in the City, called Handbags with Sentimental Value. So I was tagged by She's the Posh, who I will also link her video down below. If I was tagged by anyone else, thank you. I probably was. I have fallen very behind on these, and I know there's another tag that I was tagged by like 3 or 4 people because I still haven't done it. So without further ado, let's get into the bags of this video. So first, we have this bag in this Celine bag. You guys will probably have heard this story and kind of know a lot about this bag if you've watched my Celine comparison video with my belt bags or my Celine collection video. This is the Celine belt bag in the mini size. This bag I got on the day I got engaged. I had no idea I was getting engaged. It was the last day of our trip when we were in Paris. I have been one of those people who has no idea what I want for my wedding, which has created mad havoc. I had no idea what I wanted for an engagement ring. Also, mad panic on the front of my fiance because he was like, oh, do you know what type of metal you want? I was like, no, I've never looked at engagement rings. Well, what size ring do you wear? Like obviously he didn't say it in that exact way. He was very sneaky about it, but like, I have no idea my ring size, no idea any of that. So getting engaged and getting a Celine bag on the same day might be the best day ever and probably will never be replicated. And I didn't just get the Celine bag on that day. I also got a Louis Vuitton bag and a Louis Vuitton wallet. And I think there might have been some other things. I'll have to think about that. I'm pretty sure there was. It was a mad, Sam is in Paris and she's shopping. And it was the first time I'd ever been to Paris and, you know, I love a good deal. And there's deals in my mind everywhere in Paris. So this bag I wanted in this size and this color. I have since gotten a lighter beige color as well in a smaller size because this is my bag. I am a Celine person through and through. I love Celine. I'm so sad that Phoebe left. Heidi can keep his weird little C logos and those can stay with Chloe. So I wanted this color. I wanted this size. Fast forward to being in Paris and we are on store number 3. I'm pretty sure it was 3. Maybe it was 2. And they did not have it, but they said, we think the main Celine that is right next to the Chanel might have this bag that you're looking for. If they do, it'll be the last one. I was like, well, can you guys call? Can you reserve it? Can you do anything? And they're like, well, we're not really supposed to. I was like, please, like, you know, I'm really looking for this bag. I've been shuttled between stores because every store keeps saying that another store has it and they don't. And I just really want this bag. So she calls and she's like, they do have one. They just got it in this morning. They put it on hold. At the time, this color was a seasonal color and was not part of their collection. I believe now that this dark gray is one of their traditional colors and they make a lot of bags in it. But at the time, that was not the case. And so we go to the other store. I'm dragging around my entire family. That consists of my little sister, my mom, my grandma, and my not yet fiance, but boyfriend, who is the only boy on this entire trip because he's a trooper and amazing, and I love him. And I don't know how he survived. If you've met my family, you'll know that that literally is like a Herculean task, especially with 3 other women besides myself, and we all like to shop. Me liking to shop the most. So everyone is dying by this point. I'm like, well, Celine will give you free soda. Like, everyone needs a bathroom. Like, this is just, it's just ridiculous. We're on store number 3 or 4. Can't remember. I think it was 3. It might have been 4 because I did also wander into other stores that were not Celine. So we get there and I tell the sales lady, like, I put this specific bag in this color in this size, and she gives me this like deer in headlights. Like, it's like, oh my God, like, what do you know? Everyone's been asking for this bag this morning. And she gives me this panic look and I go, I'm the one who put it on hold. And her face visibly relaxes, like her whole body. And she's like, oh, I have it. Let me go get it for you in the back. So she goes and gets it. I'm so glad they have it. I'm trying it on in the store, obviously taking advantage of their free soda. So I got a soda, trying on other bags, annoying everyone else in my family and picking this guy up. At the time, it was the last one in Paris. I was very lucky to get this color and this size. Now, like I said, I don't think it's as hard to find, but this bag definitely holds a lot of sentimental value for me. The story, my fiance loves to tell people the story. His version is much more dramatic. and that I got it on the day I got engaged. So it definitely has dual meaning, and yeah, probably one of the best days ever. Highly doubt I'm gonna be able to buy thousands of dollars worth of bags in one day and get a diamond ring anytime soon. But you know, if anyone wants to replicate that for me, I'll definitely take it. Bag number 2. This is the bag I bought myself when I found out that I passed the California bar. I was the last year to take the 3-day California bar, which was a Herculean beast. Apparently Herculean is my word of the day today. It was a lot. I do not remember what was asked on the last day because I was so brain dead. I don't remember. I passed. I guess that's all that matters. My fiance is currently in law school and he will ask me questions. And do I remember any of that law? No, because it's not what I practice. So FCPA violations, I know. Dealing with the SEC and the DOJ, I also know. Anything on the California bar, out the window. But I did buy myself this beautiful bag for passing the bar. I bought myself most of my presents. I love this bag. As you guys can see, it is got a little bit of dust on it because I have not used it. Also, there's dust everywhere and I keep coughing because I'm moving and things are dusty that you didn't think were dusty. And it's very annoying. So dust is getting on everything, which just annoys me, even though this was in its Givenchy dust bag. This is the Givenchy Antigona medium and the pebbled goatskin leather. It is in a color called Midnight. The hardware on it is silver and I love it. I love big bags. I love big statement bags. This bag I had to have this color when I pass. If I pass the bar, I'm getting myself this bag. And I couldn't figure out how to check my bar results. Because apparently I'm an idiot and everyone else knew how and I did not, but I also didn't want to check them because I was very stressed and I was sitting in my apartment alone with my dog and my fiance was calling me frantically. I was on the phone with my best friend. They were in cahoots trying to find out my bar exam results. Alec thought maybe which is my fiance, maybe that I had died, but I didn't and I passed and I've been practicing law for 3 years now, which is why I travel all the time, because I practice in a big law firm. And yeah, I love this bag. It reminds me of passing the California bar. Let's hope I never have to take another bar, except I'm looking to move. If I move out of state, I have to take another bar. That's another story. So the last but not least of my third sentimental bags is one of only 2 bags that I've ever been gifted. The first was a hot pink patent leather Dooney & Bourke that my friends all chipped in when I turned 18 and got me for my birthday. And if you hear that little jingling of the collar, that is my little puppy who has decided to itch herself on a chair next to where I am filming. And it's just been doing it basically all day. So I think she is very jealous that she is not in this video. If you have seen her in some of my other videos, she is a small little Yorkie mix and her name is Juice. And she's named after Juicy Couture because I've always had a handbag problem. So yes, back to the story. So second ever gifted bag was from my fiance for our first ever Christmas as an engaged couple. And it was, or is I should say, the Neverfull GM in the Damier Azur print with the rose ballerine interior, which is my favorite interior in combo. When we were in Paris, when we got engaged, I looked for this everywhere. And of course it was August and or actually it was June. August was the year before. And a lot of people were, you know, out shopping and a lot of tourists, especially during the summer. So they did not have this exact combo. I could have gotten it with the white interior, but that just wasn't what I wanted. And so I had been talking about it again and again. I wanted the trifecta. I use these bags for work. They are my workhorse bags. They have been literally in like 10 different countries, each of them. I switch out of them. And so when I saw this and got this under the tree, I was so excited. So the fiance did well, but he set himself up for having to now buy me very nice presents, which I really appreciated. And I was really, really glad to get this bag and to use this bag. As you guys can see, the patina is very light on this bag. I try to be really careful with it because it's really important and sentimental to me, and my fiance would be very upset if I destroyed this because I think that this is probably, besides like buying a car and, you know, his college education and his law school education, the most expensive thing he has ever bought. And he often reminds me of that, and I am very appreciative of this. And now I just remind him that the next step is a Birkin, and we're getting there. He does not understand my love of luxury goods, but he appreciates that I love them and that they make me happy. And so if they're in the budget, he's open to me purchasing them, which I really appreciate. And I do actually like to run a lot of my purchases by him because he is the voice of reason. I'll be like, Sam, that is stupid. You do not need that. And we'll give him 90% of the time he is right. The other 10% I am like, well, I like it. And then he goes, okay, as long as you're going to use it, sort of thing. And then I have to prove him wrong and use it all the time, especially if he doesn't like it, because he doesn't like something that I enjoy using it more. But yeah, so this was the last of my sentimental bags. I have way more. Did not want to inundate you. For me, buying a lot of these bags has been something that's been done on a trip, something that's been done with family, with friends, with my fiance, and so they all have a lot of sentimental value to them. These are just the 3 that I could think of off the top of my head that were big milestone markers. I'm sure I'll probably end up picking up something on our honeymoon, and that'll go in this list as well. Thank you so much for She's the Posh for tagging me, and Flow in the City for creating this tag. If you guys like luxury reveals, luxury reviews, and luxury unboxings / hauls, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, which I have linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.